What's going on, guys? It's School Shit. Bringing you guys an educational commentary. This is going over the first session of Frosty Frenzies. Kind of going over my mistakes, seeing I can do better, and try to improve myself later on. Again, this is only session 1. Session 2 is still to upload, so I'm just gonna keep it condensed like this with only session 1 right now.
Are you guys on the tournament?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Did you guys just win?
Yeah.
So the fucking best.
As I said before, I'm not the best fighter in my trio I play with. And in this situation right here, we got a double beam, triple beam actually, their team here, right? And so I'm pushing forward on the team. Here's the first mistake. I hop right in and take the 50-50 gunfight. First thing I got out, but if these players are any good, they would just full balls me there, isolated me, and then just take one on to the next 3v2 in that situation. Here, I'm not zero ping, so I can take the all since I want to. And here I just get the fucking throw away. I'm just playing English game, my friend equally clear them out real fast. This player wasn't that great, but any other good, decent player would have boxed me in that situation to get advantage of 3v2. Move to the in-game situation, the moving zones. I think here I should be looking early to connect to some shit early on. If they're looking for frags here, it's not getting ahead here. I see absolutely nothing to connect to. I think in the situation here, I need to connect to something as soon as I possibly can, opposed to just holding down a single target. As lead target, I should stay ahead and look for opportunities to keep my team alive and on hype the entire time. Thank God when my teammates had the opportunity to go down and connect to some shit, and reconnect this to my teammate up top. As we're holding the OT, my main job is just look for beams basically and make sure my team made below me is decent the entire time as far as holding the hype. I'm going in the wood right here. This here's another mistake. I had plenty of hard mats, approximately 480 brick. Instead, I should have been going out and breaking this single target supposed to go in the wood. But all it takes is the team double trade my wood, and our whole height is lost here. Here, I made a call to rip, which wasn't the best idea. And my teammates ain't called her the bouncer. The bouncer is the best way to do cross safely, and it allows you to retake from anybody else below you when you bounce your cross. The whole point of this thing is to stay ahead and look for kills. It's like the bread and butter of playing moving zones. Stay ahead, look back. Stay ahead, look back. Stay ahead, look back. And try to pick off people who are unexpected, trying to tone them more into you. Here, I think I made a mistake in not going on the edge of zone, opposed to cutting across. When I cut across, it's hard to find angles on people coming forward into the zone. Still on the outskirts of it, it's so much easier to find shots and look for easy tags on kids below. And you never know in in-game zone how low HP people are. And maybe 2 or 3 shots from the AK can give you an easy 11 points to siphon. And possible match, you have a harpoon as well too. Kind of maximizing your tarping abilities and figuring out different angles you can find people at makes it a lot easier to stay alive on height and hold height even longer. Here I made a bad play and dropped this kid's box. Luckily I kill him, but still I need to play more safer in these situations. And that comes to me playing a lot more 1v1s with other people and keeping myself safe, opposed to making the most risky play. Though it worked out, it could have ended up with my team losing height and us losing this possible game being down the net. Here we just commit to the box fight. We just drop down and just there's no point. He had more health, more mats, and everything. Moving on to game 2 here. We try to take a mid-game fight and dirty because this format rewards you for fighting people more often than the other one. Here we saw a team, but we didn't get much information on them. That was our first mistake. Should have got more information, be more sneaky, and then set up a better ambush on this team. So instead, this team kind of counter ambushed us instead. You'll see later on.
Oh, they knew.
Here I somewhat panicked because the kid beat my shit to basically no shield. And my team is getting a lot of pressure from down low. I should have tried to counter pressure the best I could. But stack off the drop down, which is probably not the play. Probably should have kept my pressure on these kids at all. I got the box up here and nothing really happened. And for some reason my sniper headshot didn't register there. It's clear headshot just didn't register, but it's okay, it happens. Teammate went down, and from here we probably should have been more patient. And somehow the guy got out of the box. And here I took a bad peek. I took a little damage from that kid too. Right now the trade's not in my favor. I'm trying to force trades I shouldn't be forcing right now, unfortunately. And the call was to go for height, and I got hit harder. I think the shit on me from that point on. So So it goes to show how much important information is in fights, and how much important is getting free fight damage and setting up a good fight to begin with. We're on the game 3 here. We're trying to get a drop, and I got beamed unexpectedly here by some unknown skins. Another huge mistake I've seen that we could have done better here was just ramping these kids, really putting some pressure positioning on these kids, because they're just sitting down in a little box just spraying the whole time. If you ramp these kids and get the high ground initially, it's easy to take this fight. Here's a misplay from me myself. I ramp up to go down, and my ramp wasn't connected by anything really significant. Because I got shot down and I took a lot of damage. Another team mistake we made here, we didn't really execute in the fight pretty well. We just kind of sprayed a lot of ammo into their boxes and not really try to take the fight. When you're taking the fights, you kind of have to end them quick when you execute. You gotta get the walls, whack at shit, spray, make them uncomfortable, and then find the opening to actually get more damage on kids. Here I find the opening, but instead of me pushing the offensive here, I kind of reserved and just fell back. Here I probably should have kept pressure on that wall and take walls and just lay down like AR spray with my team, go in the front and take walls that way. So the fight ends in the stalemate. We lost a rifish, we lost extra mats, we lost heals, and we lost a little bit of ammo, not too much though. So if you're gonna take a fight, mid game, you gotta execute on it and just fight until it ends. Disengaging there just kind of put us at a huge disadvantage, both teams. Now moving to this end game, we have height with like no mats, so it's kind of hard to hold height here, and I just try to use less mats as I can. Recognizing that this is a smaller lobby, you have to make sure all these angles that you can't see are being taken care of. It's so much harder to maintain height in these lobbies because kids can shoot you from any direction, below you, to the left, to the right of you. In more condensed end games with more people, it's a lot harder to focus height, and people can't shoot you as obviously. So here I made the decision to bounce to the head. We had no mats, we couldn't really hold height and we quickly drop down. It's just risky doing this because a lot of people can land you like this, and now we just need a huge frag to get back in the game. I'm just playing these angles the best I can and stand my teammate. Here you got this teammate motion there is right here.
Right here. Crack one. I got a kill.
So I got the mats here, but me starting going left, I should have just went right with my teammate and saved him the whole time. Because I get isolated and I get in a bad position, I get destroyed by kids full boxing here. So the mistake here is just being closer to my teammates and staying with them. I had most of the mats, and that could have got a lot more placement out of this game opposed to me dying here earlier. Because we're so split here, we get punished one by one and we just die because we're all split doing our own thing. So going into game 4, we had a huge philosophy shift. We decided to take more mid-game fights and not be afraid to gain the points, because this format really rewarded people WKing more than playing placement, unless you make it to those top 6 to top 1 situations. So we decided to keep craggy after coming out of our spot at Cape Cod. Even if we rotated dead side, there's a ton of traffic throughout this area, and so we decided to take advantage of all these people being here. We try to get as much elan as we can here. There's a lot of chasing, a lot of running away. We just took the fight these kids and just tried our best to get in the best that we could.
In my box. I knocked one. I bounced her shockwaves.
Through recklessly keen, we lost a lot of shield, a lot of ammo, a lot of mats. I feel like if you're gonna play this playstyle, you gotta go full out and jump on every person you see to get the reward out of taking all this time to fight kids. I think that was a big mistake we made. You can argue that Storms on the back here, we shouldn't have took that fight, but we kind of needed those mats pretty bad, and shield or ammo or whatever kids can give us, that makes a huge difference. As you can see, we have literally nothing. So I guess if you're gonna play this playstyle again, you just gotta go all out. And because of that, I died. I have floppers, thank God. I popped a couple of them. I have a decent amount of max to get myself in, but it's from here on, you can see that this was not the play, not committing to fights. As you see, I make a fatal mistake by not getting between my teammates. I stay down low, try to hold these builds, but the wall to my left was not mine. I make a misplay by going across and under, was going directly up, and I get punished for it. So there's a mix of missing edits and making the wrong edit selection. So I guess I gotta be more aware of who's around me and how to maneuver these places, these boxes and these spaces. Let's go into game 5. We're already talking about what we can do better the next game, and part of me being IGL, I gotta understand the rotation of the people, and I made the misplay of going right too early when I realized those people going caddy and water station. They also might take this rotation to get to that side as well to maximize their placement points. So we decided to go and fight these kids. And here I make a misplay by not going for the full box. That's on top. We got inside, but the kid escaped. Now we're playing together as a duo. I think me have to be more aware of the angles my teammates are taking and play at his pace. And instead of me following him, just kind of doing my own thing. Here's another huge misplay. I walked in the box. Instead of playing safely, looking for a right hand peek. I think it's more important to take less damage than to just get the fuck in and just cycle a kid. That's what I have to work on as part of my movement, as part of my improvement plan. Get used to taking more safe peeks and get used to using my movement to get the most damage out of the trades. So going to the final game, my morale is kind of high. I just want to push everybody we see and just fight. We've seen a whole bunch of superhero skins running around weeping. We decided to just push them instead and to get inside and just try to get another 11 points off we can moving the end game. Unfortunately, when my teammate got full box and it turned into a 2v3 hella fast. Because that P90 purple tax and our loot wasn't the best to fight. He just ran at me. Spoiler alert, I died here, obviously. And I guess all in all, I'm not pretty upset with my performance in this tournament. I just want to again get better at team fighting. Getting used to working with different people and learning how to take different fighters together and be a better IGL. I think this tournament gave me a whole bunch of experience that I was lacking as far as fighting and as a team and IGLing myself and my teammates moving forward. So I learned a lot, and I want to just share what I learned from my gameplay and help you guys improve yours as well. So you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys in the next one Monday, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.